Today's video is the most basic of photography videos you can do. No message to impart, no lessons that I want you to learn, no gear to review or talk about in particular. Just a photographer out with a camera and a few lenses looking for some opportunities to take pictures. That's it. I hope you'll enjoy it. If you do and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. I quite like there's a view up here with this bit of cloud sitting right across the scene, right over the top of this road as it leads up. It's a bit tricky with the sky because the sun's just breaking through part of it, but I think I'm just going to try doing like an exposure bracket and see if we can get something that way that'll keep that detail in the sun over there. May not work. I just like the pattern of the cloud. So just taking a walk up this lane, if you like, beside some fields, some fruit trees, and a lot of it appears to be artichokes, because this is a big area for growing artichokes. In fact, it looks like there might be some harvesting going on over the other side. Following this up is going to bring me up onto the river path along the Segura River, and I'm going to be going a direction that I don't do very often. I've quite often walked sort of from the village that I live in towards Formentera, Del Segura and towards Rojales, but the route I'm going to be going this way will take me more towards parts of Almoradí, and I don't think I've walked along that way for, well, probably about a year, so it'd be interesting to see what I can find. So we're up on the river path now. The river is over that way, down low, quite small, probably not a lot of water in it at this time. And because it's low down and kind of overgrown, you can't actually see the water in most places. It's just completely hidden. So the river itself doesn't offer any major opportunities, at least not on this bit. I've come into this park area, recreation area. I did come into here once before, a long time ago, and every other time I've been up here since, although I haven't been up this way for quite a long time, it's been locked up. But today it's open, one of the gates is open. There's a bit of fallen tree trunk down here and this stark white tree going up into the sky. I can't get a really clear view of it because of the bushes. But I think with the fallen tree, or the fallen trunk kind of in the foreground, round to this side of this very pale, stark tree. Now again, I can't get a great angle on it, there's bushes coming in from the side, but I'm kind of thinking if I have those just in the edge of the frame, a bit of kind of landscape off to the right with some bushes in the distance, and quite a nice cloud up there. And I've also got now front lighting because the sun is over that way, so it's lighting up the front of the tree, which makes the paleness of it pop even more. Make sure that I get the whole tree and I don't want to chop the branches off at the top. With the blue sky that wouldn't work, but with those clouds I think it might. There's another quite large tree in the background which helps to balance the image a bit. Got to be careful of the branches on the tree on the right because I don't want those in there. So this is proving to be quite an interesting little area. I had intended to do quite a long walk up the river bank, but I came into this little park and there's like one area which is where I started out, which has got like a play area and barbecue area and that kind of thing. And then there's all this kind of wooded stuff around here. Now what I've just spotted is all this textured stuff on this tree here, on the remains of this tree. And this bright red and orange and green shoot coming out. And I can't help but think, maybe kind of zoomed in, almost make a, not quite a macro shot, but something like a macro shot of it. Might be worth having a go at. So let's see what we can do with that. Now, if I want to get, you know, zoomed in, if I want to get the little leaves and the patterns and textures of whatever it is that's growing on the tree, I'm kind of struggling to do it. So I might just have a quick play with the focus stacking on this. Let's give it a go. So I'm at about 100 mil because I want to try to blur the background out. So what I'm going to do is focus on the leaf thing. With the focus stacking on. A bit closer. I'm focusing on the leaf. Pretty good actually. It's blurred the background nicely, but left everything else sharp. So I think I'm going to try it a slightly different angle. That looks pretty cool. Might even try a tighter version, just in this one little tiny bit sticking out. I'm wondering if I can get that. That was my first go with the in-camera focus stacking. I mean, other than kind of finding out where it was on the menu, I haven't played with it at all since I've had this camera. Job to tell until I get them back on the computer, but certainly on the back of the camera, they look as if they're sharp where I want them to be sharp. So in other words, I've got that extended depth of field through the focus stack. And I have to say, that little scene, just, you know, the little bit of tree with all of the textures and the colours and stuff growing around there, I could easily spend half an hour or more Well, in fact I did. I think I probably spent about 15-20 minutes just around that one area, and I could have spent a lot longer because there's so many possible little tiny scenes in there to photograph. And the thing that's always put me off doing that kind of thing in the past has been the difficulty of trying to, you know, get the level of depth of field that I want. So this in-camera focus stacking could be a bit of a game changer for that type of photography for me. If I haven't got it right this time, well, I guess you'll already have seen whether I achieved anything or not. But if I haven't got it right this time, I'm definitely going to be practicing with it in the future to see what I can do with it. That's quite a scene down there with those clouds coming in. I think it might need a wide angle lens to do it, just having this track going all the way down, the odd buildings and things around, they're all going to be very small in the frame, particularly if I shoot it wide angle. So it's not going to be a masterpiece, but I'm a big believer in, you know, if you like the looks of it, shoot it. So that's what I'm going to do. 8 to 25. And for this one, the road is going straight down the centre, or the track going straight down the centre, or at least as straight as you can be when it wobbles. And the clouds kind of form a shape over the top of it, hopefully. So I'm going to favour the sky, 2/3 of that really nice sky and 1/3 landscape. I think it's possible I'm going to get wet because it feels like it's trying to rain, and I'm about a 20 odd minute walk from home. Oh well, hopefully it won't rain too hard because I've got no waterproofs. Decided while I'm walking back down this bit to stick my 100 to 400 on in case there's any birds flying around. I don't know what there might be, but because there's work going on in the field, you never know, there might be the odd one or two flying around here and there. So we'll see if anything sort of pops up that I can grab a quick shot of. There's loads of little birds in this sort of cleared field up ahead, but they're probably too far away to get any decent shots of. Nevertheless, we'll try. I went out to do a walk along the river, got distracted, ended up doing some landscape stuff, some almost macro stuff, some trees, and maybe a bit of wildlife. This is why I don't make plans, because I can almost never stick to them. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, likes, shares, comments, always really appreciated. If you've enjoyed this video and you're new here and you want to see more of my stuff, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. And as always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, so thank you very much. And until next week, bye.